Today we will talk about factoring quadratic equation. So the quadratic equation come in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. A, b, and c are real numbers or any numbers. Any numbers. A cannot be 0 because if a equals 0, this equation will not be a quadratic equation or will not be equation of degree 2. This will be a linear equation. We will solve some examples. We'll start with simple examples when a equals 1. If a equals 1 and say if c is a positive number. The first example, x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. If we want to factor this, we need two numbers such that their multiplication equals 6 and their addition equals 5. So the first two numbers that I need either 3 times 2 or 6 times 1. 3 times 2, yeah, this will work because 3 plus 2 is 5. That's what I'm looking for. So in that case, the factorization will be x plus 2 times x plus 3. So if I want to double check, x times x squared, 2 times 3 is 6. If I check the cross terms, x times 3, 3x, 2 times x is 2x, 3x plus 2x equals 5. Another similar example is x squared plus 7x plus 6. Again, I need two numbers. Their multiplication is 6 and their addition is 7. So 6 times 1 is 6 and 6 plus 1 is 7. So that's what I'm looking for. In that case, the factorization will be x plus 6 times x plus 1. If I want to check it, x times x is x squared, 6 times 1 is 6. If I check the cross terms is x times 1, which is x, 6 times x is 6x, 6x plus 1x is 7x. That's correct. Another good example is, if I have x squared negative 5x plus 6, the difference in this example, the middle term is negative. So again, I need two numbers, their multiplication is 6 and their addition is 5. So again, 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 plus 3 is 5. But the problem is, the middle term is negative, so in that case, the multiplication of the two negative numbers will be positive. The multiplication of two negative numbers will be positive, and the addition of two negative numbers will be negative. So in that case, the two numbers will be negative 3 times negative 2, or negative 2 times negative 3, which is 6. The cross term is negative 2x, negative 3x, that will be negative 5x. The second case, or simple case, when a equals 1 and c is negative. The problem now, c is negative, so in that case, this is a negative. This is a typo. If we have x squared plus x minus x, so in that case, again, I need two numbers, their multiplication is 6, but the difference is the coefficient of the middle term, which is 1. So the good numbers are 2 and 3, because 2 times 3 is 6, but the problem is this negative sign, so in that case, we need to find the difference should be 1. But the bigger number will take the middle, take the sign of the middle term. So if I have 2 and 3, which of them will take positive and which of them will take negative? 3 will be positive and 2 will be negative because 3 is the larger number or larger than 2 and the middle term will be negative. So in that case, x plus 3 times x minus 2. If I want to check it, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Sorry again. X times x is x squared. If I check the cross term, 3x and negative 2x, that would be positive x. Another example. Again, this is a typo. X squared minus x negative 6. So again, we need two numbers with different sign, but the larger sign will be similar to the sign of the middle term. So x times x squared, negative 3 times positive 2 will be negative 6. The cross terms will be negative 3x and positive 2x, that will be negative x. The third case, when a equals 1 and c equals 0. So this will be easy because I can take x as a common factor. As an example, x squared plus 5x equals 0. So I can take x as a common factor. This will end up with x times x plus 5 equals 0. Thank you.